What's up YouTube, Steve from Team Pro Panda, and today I got some very cool stuff to show you guys. So a lot of you really enjoy my Yu-Gi-Oh! Psychology video, hitting the right cards. So this is another follow-up video very similar to that one, and it's something that I've been working on recently that can help both our games. So I learned something from Trias a while back, and that's called Rarity stacking. Basically, it's something that I've been messing around with and testing and whatnot, doing experiment with, and it's something that's helping me out a lot, and actually it's been working out great in my decks. So before going to what rarity stacking is, I'm gonna talk about what rarity stacking isn't. So I'm actually gonna put it like right here in annotation, right there. Rarity stacking is not cheating. Again, boom. Not cheating. Now the reason why I make that so clear is because I know a lot of people are gonna be out there who are very eager to misunderstand this video, and you know who you are. You know who you are. All right, so now rarity stacking is not cheating. So what is it? Rarity stacking basically is composing your deck using different rarities so that you have a more favorable draw. Basically, it all works in probability. The idea is that because of the weight of a card and the card's composition, like foil and non-foil, etc., and also the curvature of the card, based on its rarities, that when you shuffle it, cards that are of the same rarity will tend to stick together, and cards of different rarity will tend to be apart. And I actually did some experiments on this. I'm actually going to do one right now for you guys. So I have two stacks of 20 cards. The first stacks are all traps, and they're all commons. They're all just random commons. And the second stack are supers and 3 secrets. They're all from Hidden Arsenal. So their weight should be very similar. Most definitely heavier than the common pile. So I'm actually gonna do this thing in one take and to show you guys here what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna go ahead and combine these two decks and give it a very good shuffle. I'm gonna just do this on camera so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm not doing a little cheap, you know, like these kind of shuffle. I'm actually going into it and splitting it up and, you know, chopping it, you know, all that good stuff. So good shuffle. Shuffle. Alright, so that should be good enough. I am not even sure. Alright, so let's just give it a few more. Just make sure I get that very even there. Alright, so pretty well shuffled. I've been doing it for like at least 5-10 seconds. So I'm going to flip this thing over and basically isolate all the clusters. Let's see, right off the bat there's a cluster of 2. See, there's no clustering here, so I'm just going to put these aside, put it aside, another cluster of 2, I'll put it aside. We have a cluster of 3, cluster of monsters, 3, put it aside, 4 cluster of monsters again, aside, another 3 clusters of monsters, we have a cluster of traps, another cluster of monster of 2, side, and here we have a huge cluster of traps. We'll put it right there. So nothing, and finally we have a cluster of monsters. So essentially, right here, these didn't fit in, and these all clustered next to each other. So basically what I'm trying to show here is that again, cards that are of the same rarity do tend to cluster when they're shuffled due to their weight, curvature, and composition. Again, this experiment is pretty cool. I encourage everyone to do it. It is in no way conclusive to this theory. So as you can see, majority of the deck did cluster, and there's a good chunk of the deck that did not cluster, but you know, you always have your variables. So to me, this is actually something definitely worth looking into. I've been messing around with it with my decks, and I got some very amazing results. So in application, here is what I normally do. When I run gadgets, I like to do alternate, so I'll run 3 Hobby League and 3 commons. And when I do that, they tend to not stack as much. You do get some, like, you know, nasty gadget hands, but I do notice that, you know, by doing different rarities, my gadgets tend to spread out more throughout the deck. Also, when I play my main deck, my Sams, I like my gateways to be close to each other, so when I, you know, go off, I get more pluses just with one push. So I like to run it with all the same rarity. Majority of my Sam decks actually commons and, like, you know, ultimate, which is weight of a common. So when I have something that's very different, like, you know, a heavy card like this, they do tend to stack on each other. So a lot of times when I draw and I get 2 gateways or something, it's something I really like. So another application is if you play GKs, you can have different rarity necro valleys. So that way you don't, like, open up with like 2-3 valley next to each other. So that's not something, you know, to mess around with. So this is the experiment. That is the whole idea of rarity stacking. I encourage all of you to go and do this experiment yourself. Post in the comment question below on your results. Again, this is not conclusive to the theory, but it's something very cool to mess with, and I really hope you enjoyed this video, and tell me what you guys think. Peace out, guys.